wake up, this is what you gotta do. You gotta crush the day before it crushes you. Every day I'm here to motivate, lead the way in the AM. I don't want you to hear these words, I need you to feel what I'm saying. Oh, you gotta crush the day before it crushes you. You gotta crush the day before it crushes you. In the building, Drewbie Wilson, motivation's coming, I can feel it. First thing that you need to do is crush the day before it crushes you.
To find your path in life, you're gonna have to take a few wrong turns. Now, I wanna say that because inevitably, wherever you are now in your journey, right? If you sat back and you looked at, hey, marker point, let's check the map. I am here, looking back, this is the path I've taken. It certainly doesn't look anything like what I had expected when I started, right? You had a few mishaps, you had a few wrong turns along the way. Maybe those wrong turns were a job that you took that really didn't get you where you wanted to be, a relationship that you were in for far too long. Maybe it was an addiction that you had, right? And maybe it was just you made a few decisions that didn't work out the way you thought they would. And it's not always a bad thing, because along the way, you've learned. And what you've recognized is by taking those wrong turns, ending up in the areas of life you didn't want to be in, right? That made you feel uncomfortable or made you recognize that staying on that path would certainly lead to your death or injury, right? Think about it. If you've taken the wrong path on a hike, all of a sudden you're walking down a rocky terrain, you could slip, you could fall, right? Maybe you're in an area with wild game that could get you. See, this is what happens in our life. We go on these journeys, we get into these situations, and we start to recognize that it doesn't fulfill us. It doesn't make us feel that desire or that drive to the next point. And typically it's like, hey, I gotta reverse and get the heck out of here as soon as possible. But it doesn't make you a bad person having gone down the wrong path. If anything, it has helped you recognize what markers in your life you need to use so that you can stay on the path to where you're trying to go. Because you can look back at those situations where you got off track and you can know, hey, when I took a left at the rock being maybe some drug or addiction that you had, things got a little sketchy. So I had to go back and go the other way away from that thing in order to stay on the track to where I'm trying to go now. Because you knew if you'd have stayed down that rocky path, you wouldn't have ended up where you wanted to be. You may have died or had other bad things that have come along with that. But you recognize now when you're down that path again and you see the rock, you simply turn and look the other way. And that is a metaphor for life. Because inevitably you are going through something right now that you may feel like, I just don't know if this is it. I just don't know if this is where I want to be at the end of my life. And that's okay. So long as you take a moment to step back, recognize, reorient yourself, and then get back on the path that you want to be on, because ultimately you were blessed with this opportunity in this life to become something great. So get out there, get on path, and go make it your day. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to go back and check out all the previous episodes. Make sure you subscribe and share this podcast with other like-minded, success-driven individuals who want to crush it. Check the show notes and grab your Crushing the Day swag over at crushingtheday.com. And remember, crush the day before it crushes you.
You gotta crush the day before it crushes you.